Eyre Peninsula has so many amazing beach camps, and in this episode we stay at Point Gibbon, taking in more sunsets than we ever have taken in before. We then head down to Tumby Bay, where we look at all the murals and the silo art. We visited Point Gibbon last time that we were on the Eyre Peninsula, but the campground was booked out at the time. We were determined to come back and stay there. This time we booked a few days ahead. Luckily it wasn't that busy. We had a corker of a stay here, enjoying more sunsets that we've ever enjoyed in a row in our lives, as well as seeing fantastic moon rises that reminded us of the Stairway to the Moon in Broome.
Running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. It laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again.
So this is the view from Site 2 when you're sitting down. And if you stand up, you get a bit of view, but because the shrubs there give a bit of wind protection. That's Site 3. That'd be my pick with somebody coming into that today. So this is Site 15, which is a really great view from the back of the site, and it's right next to a shade shelter, picnic shelter, and right over from the toilet. The only disadvantage is the toilets have got a pump, so you get a bit of pump noise. When we first came here, 2 years ago? Yeah. That wasn't the end of the road. There was, you could go straight across and down onto the beach through that access where it says please keep beach access clear, but all of this sand has been blown in or shipped in, I don't know.
Drifted in from the dunes.
Yeah, there certainly wasn't a dune here 2 years ago. You can go straight down there and onto the beach. It's almost rivals Stairway to the Moon. We're at Point Gibbon in South Australia. The moon's rising over the water. And we're just over here. Beautiful sunset tonight as well, reflecting off the clouds.
Nicely made for you.
Sunrise, coffee and a dog. What else could a woman want? Morning, everyone. Bumpin'. Apparently they get seals around here. More quartz. Yeah.
Oh, quartz in here.
Point Gibbon. These dunes would be great if you got kids. Walk up, put them down with a board, get them to do that a half dozen times. We're camping at Point Gibbon Bush Camp, but this is a beach that's just around the corner from the campground. You walk around the point and beautiful beach to swim at. The water is crystal clear. Bonbon enjoys being with us even in the water, but not when there's waves. She gets a bit overwhelmed in her little size when waves come up to her. She's been caught out a couple of times now. You're going to have a snorkel today, my love.
Yeah, especially cutting those rocks over and cut through the beach.
Yeah. The water was so clear yesterday. And we're about to have a run of cooler weather, so we're going to make the most of it today.
Might be some rain coming up.
Friday, Good Friday, there's rain forecast. And only 18 degrees. It's a bit rude.
When this video comes out, it'll probably be well past Good Friday.
Yeah. It's just, so we're filming this just before Easter. You're coming to Point Gibbon and you want to have a swim in nice clear water. Down the beach below is okay, but there's a lot of rocks. Campground's just in the distance there. If you come around this point here, the next beach is Mills Beach. And there's a beautiful stretch of beach to swim at. This is the spot we're coming to swim in. We've just seen that there's dolphins out here. Where'd they go? Here they are.
Gone to deeper water.
Unfortunately, they've moved on before we could get out there. They're just way out there now. Damn it, would have been nice being in here with the dolphins. But check out how crystal clear this water is. Peter's hoping we'll be able to catch up with them along the beach. I think they're too far out. The little Bonbon doesn't like being out away from us. The waves are coming. I don't think she knows what's scarier, being without Mummy or going into the waves. Watch out! Boys, come and get ya! Mummy, I'm nearly grounded. I'm nearly grounded. You look very bedraggled, Bonbon. You're not your normal princess self. I'm nearly grounded, Mummy. He's having a bit of a snorkel. the Tumby Bay RV Park. You have to book to stay here, and it's got dump point, water and rubbish removal. It takes I think 20 vans, and you've got to back into the fences. But pretty nice little spot to stay at a budget price. We absolutely loved seeing all the murals around Tumby Bay. It's inspiring seeing such beautiful paintings and such talent on display for free for everyone to see. One of the reasons we chose to stay at Tumby Bay though was so that we could do some fishing off the pier, some crabbing and some squidding to entertain ourselves during the Easter break. Unfortunately, Tumby Bay Shire doesn't allow dogs on their jetties. And for us, that was a real disappointment. While we did notice a few other dog owners enjoying the jetty with their pups, we did look the rules up online as well as look at the sign that was at the end of the jetty, and it was clear that dogs weren't supposed to be on there, and we didn't want to risk getting a fine. This is one of our favourite new additions to the Tumby Bay street art. It's another Indigenous art piece by Adnate. I just love the reflections in the eyes of the elder and the child, the oysters and the trees, the grass trees. It's just a beautiful art piece. If you want to know where all the street art is around Tumby Bay, just Google Tumby Bay street art map and you'll find it online. Alternately, there's a couple of signs around town that will show you where a lot of the street art is, or just wander around. Tumby Bay is not that big and you can find it fairly easily. Been a while since we've had fish and chips. They're store-bought anyway.
Yeah.
It's been nice. Squid and crab for our seafood lately, and oysters. So we're at Tumby Bay. Nothing's open except for 2 takeaway places. One of the pubs looked like they are. Anyway, fish and chips. Ehrenberg, Coke. I'm sure Peter's got that so that he can have that with a little bit of scotch later on this evening.
Tumby Bay takeaway. Very
Tumby
good.
Bay takeaway. Yeah, it's good quality.
Black's nice too.
Tumby Bay, but decided to go for a drive because the weather's a bit ordinary. Check out the dirt moving ahead of the front up ahead.
Yeah, last night it rained and I woke up this morning and the car was covered in like muddy rain spots.
Yeah, and the solar panels as well.
Yeah, all in the solar. Yeah, you can see all the dirt getting kicked up.
Dust.
Wow.
There's a cold front coming and we came down to Lipson Cove just to have a look and see what it's like. Nice campground.
Beautiful.
If it wasn't like this.
No. God, imagine getting in your van.
And all the sand would be flicking up too at the moment. Oh, there goes their shelter.
Oh, shoot.
He's still trying to tie that down. He's crazy.
Yeah, we put it down because it's becoming more and more.
I was going to offer to help take it in, but he's still tying it down. Oh my God. They've still got their awnings out. They're going to lose them.
The caravan there is providing shelter to that one though.
Yeah, but both awnings are flapping.
I think this is a day parking area here. I think. Go up to the top.
That's where you come off the beach because it's got a...
Yeah, onto the toilet here. Park it up here.
What are you going to do? Are you going out?
Got the wind behind us now, so now we're back this up. And we're being sheltered by that car.
Look at the sand whipping on the beach.
Yeah, I know.
And despite seeing Lipson Cove at its worst in the wind and the storms, we decided to book here. We waited until the rush of the Easter break was over and looked at the weather, and we booked a few nights at the sites near where the caravan awnings were out. And we had the best time. It's a beautiful place to stop and stay and just enjoy the beach, the walk along the headlands and the bird sanctuary. And once again, thanks for watching, and join us in our next episode where you'll see us enjoying Lipson Cove as well as Cowley Beach a little bit further up the coast. Two beautiful campgrounds that are beach campgrounds along the eastern Eyre Peninsula. Please like and subscribe and drop us a comment. We'd love you to show us the love.